Okay guys, so today let us start with respect to setting up Selenium in our Eclipse. Okay, let us start with respect to setting up Selenium in our Eclipse. Okay, so first thing that we have to do is before setting up the framework, or setting up the Selenium in our Eclipse, we have to first create a Maven project. Okay, now, what is a Maven project? A Maven project is nothing but it is a kind of project where we will be getting the complete structure in which we will be storing our Java classes. It might be page object model, or it might be dependencies with respect to the form, or with respect to the test data. Okay, it will give us a complete clear structure. It is basically a build tool which will help us in writing the code in a proper structured format. Okay, so that is known as a Maven project, where it will give us the different dependencies it will give us a clear view and a clear picture with respect to including the different dependencies, the different build tools, the different things with respect to a project in a proper structured format. Okay, so that is known as a Maven project. Now let us try to create that Maven project. Okay, so first thing, whenever we want to set up Selenium, we have to set up a Maven project, or we can even go with respect to the direct downloading of a direct in the normal Java project also. But in the organization level, how we do, I'm just trying to mimic the same thing, and I'm trying to set up the Selenium in the local. Okay, so local is nothing but our Eclipse, our local system, our desktop, or it might be a laptop. Okay, so that is known as a local. So there are two things with respect to the organization, guys. One is with respect to the local, which is known as a desktop, and the other is with respect to the pipeline, that is with respect to GitHub Actions, or it might be Jenkins. Okay, so today, like, we are trying to set up Selenium in our local with respect to Eclipse by using Maven project. Okay, so first thing that we have to do is, like, we have to create a Maven project with Maven archetype simple in Eclipse. Okay, so first thing we have to create. So first what we have to do, we have to open the Eclipse IDE. Okay, so I have opened my Eclipse IDE. Okay, so I have opened. So I open the Eclipse. Let me try to close all the project that is open here. So I'll try to close. Okay, I've closed. Now what I will do, the next step that we have to do is we have to initiate a new Maven project. For that, we have to navigate to File, New and Project, and then we have to select a wizard dialog, expand Maven and choose Maven project, click Next. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll go here. This is called as a Project Explorer. Here I'll right click, New, okay, Project. I'll click on right click, New and Project. Then I'll try to select Maven. See, this is Maven. You can see Maven here. Maven here, Maven project. Inside the Maven folder, I'm trying to select Maven project. Okay, I'll click on Next. So once we click on Next, here we will be getting the new Maven project and the new Maven project name and the location wizard. So try to select the workspace. So I'll try to keep the workspace as default only, and I'll not check create a simple project. I'll not check add project to working set, because I don't want anything additional. I'm just trying to create a default basic level Java project. Okay, then what we have to do, we have to click on Next. So once you click on Next, it will try to give us a layout where we want to select the project archetype. Okay, so then we have to ensure that once we initiate a new project, then we have to ensure use default workspace location is checked, and then click on Next. Okay, next we have to select the Maven archetype, right? What we have to select next? Here we have to select an archetype. Now what is this archetype? Let us see. Generating, okay, a Maven archetype is basically a template for generating a project structure in Java. Okay, think of it as a project starter pack that helps you quickly set up consistent pre-configured project with files, directories and sample code. Okay, so basically what is an archetype? It is basically a template for generating project structure in Java. Okay, what is an archetype? It is basically an template for generating the project structure in Java. Okay, so basically it will try to create a project with pom.xml file where we can include the dependencies. It will try to create the source directories like src main Java and src test Java and a sample class. Okay, and optionally some configuration file it will try to generate. What will try to generate? This archetype, Maven selection archetype. It is basically helps us in creating a template for generating a project structure. Okay, an archetype is nothing but it is basically a template for generating a project structure. Okay, and basically it will try to create a project structure with this particular things, like it will contain pom.xml, it will contain source directories, and it will contain a sample class or one or two sample classes and some configuration files it will try to generate. Okay, now basically, like, let us try to select the Maven archetype. So what is the Maven archetype that I'm gonna select is with respect to I'll try to select Maven archetype simple. Okay, I'll try to select this particular Maven archetype. Okay, then in the select an archetype dialog, you might not see Maven archetype simple listed by default. Click on add archetype, and then we have to add this Maven archetype simple. Now let me go back to Eclipse and let me try to filter out like this. I'll try to filter Maven archetype simple. This is a archetype that I am trying to select. So that is this one. Okay, Maven archetype simple. This is from org.apache.maven.archetypes. From this particular thing I am trying to select. I'll click on next. Okay, then I'll be getting an enter an artifact ID, that is group ID, artifact ID, version, package, a kind of display I'll be getting, or a kind of pop-up I'll be getting. Now here we have to enter the group ID and the artifact ID. Okay, so what is this group ID and artifact ID? Let us check. See, here whenever we are trying to select a group ID, what is it called as? The group ID is like the namespace of our project. Namespace. It uniquely identifies the organization, company, or group that the project belongs to. Kind of like a domain name for our code. Okay, that is known as a group ID. Now, what is this namespace? Namespace is like a label or a container which helps organize and distinguish parts of our code or resource to avoid name clashes. Okay, so for example, consider we have an CoolSoft inclusive as our organization or a company. Okay, if our company is called as CoolSoft inclusive and the domain that we are using is coolsoft.com, then what will be giving the group ID as com.coolsoft. For example, if Amazon is the organization or Amazon is the company, okay, then what is our domain? Amazon.com. Then how we will be giving it as com.amazon. That will be the group ID. Okay, or consider we are in the IBM and we are making use of IBM, IBM.com. For example, IBM is the organization and domain is the IBM.com. Then we will be using group ID as com.ibm. Okay, and if our project is an authentication library, then we will be making use of auth-lib. Or if our project that we are using is with respect to any banking domain, then we will be giving, like, for example, State Bank of India, State Bank of India hyphen automation, something like that. We will be giving with respect to the artifact ID. Okay, so that is known as a group ID and as well as artifact ID. And the archetype that we are trying to select before this step, before this particular step, before this step, whatever the archetype that we are trying to select here, it will help us in giving a proper structured format. Okay, and this will help us, the group ID and the artifact ID will help us in segregating our project from different domains or from different things that we are trying to do. So I will give the group ID as Java Code Analyzer and I'll give the artifact ID as Selenium project. Selenium project practice. Okay, this is the group artifact ID that I'm trying to give. We can give anything else, but if depending upon our organizational level, we try to give the group ID and artifact. Okay, so next I'll then click on finish. So this will help me in creating a Maven project. A Maven project is nothing but it is a project where it will consist of a proper structured format where we can try to include the different files, the different configuration with respect to a framework or with respect to any other thing. Okay. Then once here we are getting this in the console, we have to click yes so that it will try to create the package. So I'll press Y and I'll click on enter. So this will try to create me a Maven project. Just observe here in the left hand side in the project explorer, I got this Selenium project practice as a Maven project, right? So now how to understand what is a Maven project and what is a normal project. See, just try to understand this. I'll try to open the magnifier and I'll try to explain you guys that how it is. See, just observe here. Here you can see this small m, right? So this is nothing but it is a Maven project. Here you can't see that m, right? These are all the normal projects. They are not normal Java projects. But here as you can see this m will give you an understanding that it is a kind of Maven and a Java project. Maven project it is. Okay, and if you expand this, you can find the different project structure. See, can we see the project structure here? See, we can see src main Java. We can see src test Java. Okay. In this, we can see few files. See, this is our package Java Code Analyzer Selenium project practice. And if I open this, you can find one class. Okay. And this is one package. This is one package proper structure. Here you can see Java Code Analyzer, and here also you can see one app test.java. Okay. See the structure that is created. Here we can see source main Java, a package, a class. A package is package, a class, right? Here we can see the Java runtime environment system libraries. Here we can see the Maven dependencies. Here we can see the src folder, target folder, pom.xml file folder. Pom.xml file. See, a proper structure is being given, right? Proper structure is being given, which is helpful with the help of archetype. And whatever the group ID and the artifact ID that we gave is here. Okay. So this is, we will be trying to create a Maven project. Okay. This is a Maven project. So this is how the first part of whenever we are trying to set up Selenium, we will be creating a Maven project. Okay, or this is how we can try to create a Maven project with respect to the basic archetype. Okay, for example, if I open any one of the project, any one of the Java class, I'll double click and I'll try to open app.java. Okay, and here you can see the basic class. I'll right click, run as Java application. Right, you can see this particular class is being executed. See, here we can see in the console hello world. Okay, this is how we can try to create a Maven project. Okay, clear guys?